Alright, welcome back to Super Mario RPG. When we last left off, we defeated Mac at the Mushroom Kingdom and got our first star piece. Whatever that means. So now, Mario and Mallow continue on to the Carib Sewers. Alright, the Carib Sewers. I remember this place because when I was first playing the game, before I owned it, my downstairs neighbor had it, or rented it or something. When we were playing it, this tells you how to get into pipes, you stand on it and you press down. And we had no idea how to get through this place. It is kind of a maze. And, I remember just being under the impression that if you just sort of stayed there long enough, wandered around enough, then the next area would just open up on its own. But no, you actually do have to find your way through this. Look, a new enemy. This is the Big Boo. And Shadow. Yeah, do a little more work for my jump. Alright, so we got a Pure Water, which is an interesting item for the enemies here to have because Pure Water instantly kills undead enemies. Most of the enemies here are undead, so they're carrying the very thing that will help us kill them. So, we'll use that next time. As I was saying, let's get the chest over here. I didn't show that battle because the rat funks, they are not undead, so I couldn't use the Pure Water on them. Now I'm going to jump down here. And there's a monster in the box! Alright, I'm going to test out my new Super Jump now. Now the Super Jump is interesting in that it's like the jump, only it's a multiple jump. It's kind of like the Power Bounce in later Mario RPG games. And as long as you can keep the timing right, you can keep going indefinitely. In fact, the game rewards you if you can get 30 or 100 Super Jumps in a row. I'm still a bit rusty, it's been a while since I've played it, but I'll give it a shot. And the Pandorite is very susceptible to jumping. Fire will not do any damage to it at all, which is kind of surprising considering it's in a wooden box. That wasn't too bad. Wasn't too great either, but I'll try to get better as I go along. Let's try this one more time. $14. It's okay. It's not 30. It's not 100. I've done both of them before, so I'll see if I can warm up better later on. And we get a flower jar, not to mention a True Form pin. Alright, so I'm going to use both of those right now. I'm almost out of flowers, first of all. And I'm going to equip the True Form pin on Mario because he's going to need it pretty soon. And we can't get back up there, so I have to go down this way now. Alright, so that hobgoblin there is undead, so I'm going to use that Pure Water on him. And instantly dead. Oh, another Pure Water, good. And, you know, the first map section was the tutorial. This is where things start getting a bit more complicated, with enemies who cast status effects, you know, areas that are mazes. This is a Gobi. And if you want to, you can use Mallow's Thunderbolt on them. There doesn't seem to be much of a need to, though. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Alright, so these low parts I can finally get out. That's where I was before. Alright, this gets us back on track. Alright, I want to get to that pipe over there, so be careful not to fall off, like I just did. If you do fall off, it takes you back to where you were before, the same water, so just keep on going to the right. You can hop back out again, take the pipe back over, and you're back here. Alright, so you jump over to this pipe. I'm gonna kill him first. Or not. Just push him down. Alright, that'll warp you out of the place. I don't want to do that. And what we want to do is step on this switch. And that drains the water. So now I want to go back where we were before. And now we can jump into the water and take this pipe right here, which we couldn't get to before because it was underwater. Alright, this is going to fill everything up. Nice mushroom. That chest you can't get to until much later in the game. Actually, technically you can. And the game designers, and that pipe up there leads to a much later part of the game. If you do some trickery with these guys, you can get up there, but I'm not going to do that. Plus, the item you can get over there is going to be different and not as good as it would be later in the game. Alright, this is the boss, Mallow. Mallow's making friends all over the place, isn't he? I'd be pretty offended too if he said that to me. Alright, it's time for the boss. I'm going to keep using the super jump on him, seeing if I can get better at it. Yeah. Only 14. What's wrong with me? Where's my bib? Only 13? Anyway, this is Mallow's new move, Psychopath. Tells you the enemy's current HP. You hit it right there. You get to read their heads too. Read their minds, their heads, their minds, whatever. Stick for a body, head full of straw, give me a scarecrow, rah rah rah! He always uses this on Mario, which is why I gave him the true form pin, because it prevents you from being transformed into a scarecrow or mushroom in battle. The scarecrow status effect only allows you to use the commands in your Y and B buttons, your special attacks and your defense. You can't use attack or items. Interesting status effect. $33, there we go, yes! Okay, that's enough to get the first special item for doing super jumps. It's not 100, but I did manage to pass 30. And Mallow didn't get to do his other move. If you keep him around long enough, he will eat Mallow at one point, and you have to, beat him down again to spit Mallow back out again. Anyway, if you defeat me, you still won't beat me. Beware the flood. Mallow must have been lying when he said water would come gushing out of here. Mario, do you hear something, or is it just me? Water! Here it comes! Hit the button before we're washed away! And by you hitting the button, I mean I'll hit the button and fail, and Mario will just do nothing and just stand there. I can see why Mario gets all the credit in this duo. No wonder Luigi's not in this game. He's just pissed off. Alright, we are now in the Mitos River. It's one of the many mini games of this game. I'll go ahead and go through this, sure, why not. First section is the waterfall. And we're trying to get as many coins as possible. None of the coins here count in your inventory. You get to redeem them for a prize at the end of this. Okay, there are multiple caves here in this section. And while some of them can allow you to get more coins, I'm going to try to get as many coins as I can, especially on the next section. This, I'm more concerned about getting the flowers that are in the various caves, because that's more important to me. I'm gonna skip, that's one of the caves right there, that little dark patch. I'm gonna skip that and go the left path. Alright. So this is a cave section. Some of them do different things. Some of them take your coins, some of them don't do anything at all, just show you little vignettes with the bad guys. This one, you see that flower right there. The bad guys are fighting over it, which is kind of nice. Oh, the bandit got it, and now the fish has it. Not going to fight one of those guys, the guy with the fork, for a very long time. So it's interesting they're showing them off right here. They would kick my butt right now. And I got a flower, yay. Launches me out right here. This is the other types of trampolines I was talking about, the one with the smiley faces on them. They just bounce you up. Now, sadly, not many more coins, because I took that cave. It puts me in a pretty much no coin zone. But I want to go in this cave, because that's where the other flower is. Got it? And now we just get to watch the bandit get thwomped over and over again. And you feel bad for him, don't, because we're going to meet him in the next area, and not a nice guy. Alright, there really aren't any more coins, unfortunately. But this next section I can get a lot more coins in. This is the barrel jumping event. And let's go through that, sure. Just trying to grab coins while you jump. And then if you hit the jump to the next barrel, you'll continue on the same path. But if you don't, you'll change course. And you want to go to the course that gives you the most coins. Basically, the pattern is, you're going to hit the first barrel, go through the next 3 sections, then hit the barrel, go through that section, hit it again, go through the next 3 sections, and keep that pattern up over and over again to get the most coins. Alright, so we're going to hit the first barrel. That's 1 section. This is 2 sections. This is 3 sections. So hit the next one to change course. Then we change course again. Oh, I missed one. And that's 1 section, 2 sections, 3 sections. So now we change course again. Change course again. Section 2. And 3. Ah, I missed another one. Alright, change course. And change course again. It's 2. Ah, keep on missing. No! And that's 3, and that should end it. I hope I didn't lose too many. That was not as well as I did in practice, I can tell you that. 61, just enough, just enough. If you get 60 coins, you can trade for a frog coin. So I only got 3 more coins in my last playthrough. And we get a Knock Knock shell, which is actually a Noko Noko shell, which is what the Koopa Troopas are called in Japanese. So, and that's a weapon for Mario. So, funnily enough, Mario gets a second weapon before Mallow even gets 1. But take a look at that. Up to 59 for attack, that's nice. So, bye-bye, hammer. And yeah, this is a close-up of the other type of trampoline. Can't use it, though, because we gotta pay to take the Mitos River course again. I'd rather just go through the sewers. At least I'll get some experience out of it. Alright, so let's get out of here. Next is Tadpole Pond. This is where Mallow comes from. So not much is going to happen around here until we meet the locals. So let's step on this rock right here. And he looks just like Mallow, doesn't he? I can see the family resemblance. I remember when I was a kid, I transcribed this entire scene by hand on a piece of paper. I don't know if, I thought I slid it in my player's guide, but I guess I don't. I was a huge nerd, and I guess it was before I owned my own laptop, so I probably should have just done that. But now I'm using a game capture device to just do that. Oh, right, they want me to jump. I wasn't paying attention. Well, I wish I could do that in the game, like normally. Would have needed the spinning flowers against Croco. Frog fuchsias. Okay, another very nerdy story. When I was a kid, I had a chalkboard in my room, and every day for a while, I would do a Frog Fuchsia Says quote of wisdom. I put it up on my board. I just make something up every single day and say, Frog Fuchsia says, you know, never play a game with spaghetti in your mouth. It's just something stupid and random, you know. I did that for maybe a couple of years. I am insane. Okay, so I wonder, is he trying to fool Mallow too? Like, is this supposed to be confusing him, making him think he's flying, or does Frog Fuchsias always do this to guests? And Mallow's just like back there shaking his head, going, "Geez, Grandpa, you are so embarrassing." Okay, anybody who owns pet tadpoles at home, I want you to try this. Make a bridge out of them and hop across, and see if it works, and let me know in the comments section. Partake of your wisdom. Boy, he's humble, isn't he? Yeah, Smithy the Sword, he is pretty formidable. If only you knew the truth. Toadstool is no longer there. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What'd you say? Yeah, it was Smithy the Sword. I saw him split the sky. Well, you know, I probably should have guessed that. I mean, if it sent me flying, why wouldn't it have sent the others flying as well? I don't know. We found a star! Do you know why it was there? I believe shooting stars can grant wishes, and now, more than ever, I believe they will play a vital role in the fight against Smithy. Seems kind of random, but okay, I'll go with it. I don't really see any evidence to back that up, but, okay. Nope, I do not want to recap. Please keep going. Wow, everything sounds so dire and serious. I guess Mac was only the first of many, Mario. Mallow, you speak as if these things do not concern you. Well, I didn't get that impression at all. He just said it sounded tough. But I am just a simple tadpole. Clearly, there is nothing more to my backstory than that. You're not a tadpole. Dun dun! I peeked inside and saw a little baby staring right back at me. The name Moses was written on his belt. I mean Mallow. Mallow. But I won't send him back to that far-off land. I'll just keep him forever. I'm not a tadpole! Ah! Oh, the angst. Oh, the drama. They're out there, somewhere, with Spock's brain, Maybe you can find both of them. Huh. Psst, hurry up. You'll take him along, yes? Well, you already kind of told him he was. It'd be awkward of me if I just said no. Besides, I've seen what happened when I tell him no. It's not good. Alright, gotta go to Rosetown where they need my help. How vague. Alright, so... Again, okay, if you don't get the cricket pie, this is gonna stay like this. He'll just be sitting there, wallowing in sorrow, self-pity for the rest of the game, as far as I know. And the first time I played through that is exactly what happened. But I have the cricket pie, so... Everything's better now. Your father's lightsaber. Alright, finally got a weapon for Mallow. The Froggy Stick. Let's go ahead and equip that. And his attack will go from 33 to 53. He's almost as strong as Mario now. So, good to have that. Alright, if you read this scroll back here. So, la, mi, re, do, re, do, re. Huh. Those are musical notes, and those will come in handy in just a moment. Now that we've met Frogfucius, we can actually talk to some of the locals. Before, nobody would show up here. This is the Frog Coin Emporium. So, we've been collecting a few frog coins up until now, but haven't been able to spend them anywhere. This is where frog coins end up going. So, Sleepy Bomb, put enemies to sleep. Bracer will raise an ally's defense. Energizer raises an ally's battle power. Crystalline raises party's defense. And Power Blast raises their attack power for the party. I'm not going to buy anything right now. Sometimes I'll get Crystallines and Power Blast later on in the game. But we only have 4 frog coins right now, so we can't even afford them. And this guy is the Juice Bar. And you need to be a member to get the best stuff here. And that Todofsky is a hint as to where to find one. So if you don't have a membership card, we can buy a Froggy Drink, which recovers 30 HP for the party, which is not too bad. And the Juice Bar uses regular coins, not frog coins. So let's go get a membership card. Frogfucius' sweet number 18, So La Mi Re Do Re Do Re. There that is again. Todofsky's fond of it too, that's our hint. Alright, this is Melody Bay. Step on this rock and you'll jump on tadpoles just like back at Frogfucius' place. Only where you step on them will determine what the notes are. And you have Todofsky up here. And he'll tell you what each line on the staff, what note that corresponds to. There's Do, Do, Re, Mi, Do, Ti, La, So, Fa. So now you know the notes, now you gotta play them out on this staff. And the convenient thing is that even if you don't know, even if you missed those clues, you can just, by trial and error, figure it out, because every time you complete a song and it plays them back, each correct note will stay on the staff, while the ones that aren't will go away. So next time you go back, you'll know, okay, this first note is this. Whichever one you got right. Missed. That's it! This is the melody I've been looking for! Thank you for the inspiration! And you get an alto card. In case you didn't know, alto is the is a singing range, It's the lower women's part. This game was actually, because this was before I had any professional vocal training. It's the first time I'd ever encountered these words. But yeah, the first card is an alto card, the second card is a tenor card, and the final card is a soprano card. And with the alto card, you have access to another drink at the juice bar, which is the elixir. Unlike in Final Fantasy, which in that game restores the health of one character, the elixir in this game recovers 80 HP for the party, which is pretty good. But I'm not going to get that right now. Probably never going to get that, actually. Alright, so that's Tadpole Pond for now. You can come back at various points of the game after you learn other melodies, and get better cards. Like I said, the tenor card and the soprano card. But for now, we're moving on to Rose Way. Just like Mushroom Way, this is another enemy platform section. And new type of blocks. When you step on them, they turn blue, and when they turn blue, you can't jump off them. It takes you to the next location. And most of these blocks go to multiple locations, so you gotta stay around to get all the different treasures. And this takes me to a mushroom. And back over there. I don't want to go there right now. Alright, so new enemies, we got Star Slaps and Snapdragons. I'm going to work on trying to get my, my jump more powerful right now. Ooh, a once again flower. Now, if memory serves, Snapdragons use pollen sometimes, which causes poison. Most plant-based enemies do seem to use that. Okay, that wasn't that one, never mind. There we go. Okay, I want to stay on this one, and it takes me to this flower. And now I want to go over here. This is a dead end, but it leads to a treasure. So now we have regular Shy Guys. They can cast Doom Reverb, which casts silence on a character, which means they can't use special attacks. They also like to use slingshots. And this should finish him off. It's like with the hammer with the knock-knock shell. Right before it connects, you push the button, and that'll give you your timed hit. Pretty simple. Alright, so now I'm on the platforms. What happens with these is if you don't jump high enough to reach the enemy, you can block the floating block, and it'll get these two off focus of each other. You have to maneuver the other one, so I'll just show you. Like, hard to jump in the way of this. See, now they're not really in sync anymore. I have to get them back in sync before I can really easily jump to the other platform. One more should do it. There we go. And we got a frog coin. You never get these coins here. Oh well, it's not important. Alright, now we get to see bandits out in the wild. And they can give you a lot of coins, but they usually just run away. So, no experience for you. What a waste of my time. Alright, now in this, if you fight the 4 of them, there'll be a total of 4 they dangle from here. and we want to defeat all of them. And for killing all of his friends, we get a mushroom! Yay! Let's kill this guy. Alright, he actually stuck around, so let's try to kill him. Except I missed. There we go. That's much better experience and coins than those stupid Shy Guys were giving, let me tell you. Even with just the one. Wasn't too worried about that other coin, I don't care. Alright, so a whole bunch of treasure chests. You hit them, the Shy Guys will attack you. I want to save that one for last because it's a mushroom and I'm going to keep on practicing my jump. The rest of the chests just have coins. And for that, here's our reward. Mushroom and one more fight. And that's pretty much it for this section, in terms of gameplay, but... look at that, it's old Koopa himself. Boy, he must have had a whole bunch of minions be knocked off the castle in the exact same spot he was, that's great. Very convenient. Yep, this is our finest moment. We have no place to live, and most of us are gone, but, yeah, he's sort of a glass half full kind of guy. I guess he had to be to keep doing what he does for so long after failing so many times. Oh well. Rose Town is just ahead, and that's where we're going to leave it off. So, Frogfucius said that we needed to help out the people in Rose Town. I wonder what's going on with them. We will find out next time on Super Mario RPG. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!